between the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And here's Marshall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the points that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down, it's Hampton. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Go deep. Hey, rest.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run with Marshall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Saints at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break. Yellow.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Yellow, blue.
2nd and 9 now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hampton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Hampton, and not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Strong. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw on 3rd down. Strong. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Marshall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. On the stop was Aaron Donald. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Marshall. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 48-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open. It's Marshall complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Brings up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Hampton in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Hampton. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now. 1st down. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Strong. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Strong. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Blue check. Switch. Yellow.
On first down, Marshall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive. Strong got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to fix.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Saints 3. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires this one, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Ready. Red.
They'll try and throw for it here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Strong. This is caught. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They'll run on 1st down. Hampton. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Marshall. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll run for it with Marshall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Flushed out right. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, back.
On first, and it's a fumble. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 at the 2-yard line.
To throw from his end zone. Strong. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Diggs in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tanner Muse with it. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A run on 1st down. Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hampton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hampton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 162 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions on 1st down.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.